We have had some absolutely insane winter weather over the past few days and weeks in the United States. I mean, hell, there was snow in the freaking Gulf of Mexico. And all of these winter emergencies not only can be dangerous, a pain in the butt to pretty much everyone involved, but they can also lead to a lot of Americans not getting the pay they were expecting due to unexpected closures. And so in today's report, I want to tell you about a new bill that went into effect this year in a U.S. state that helps to combat that issue. One sector that's hit particularly hard during winter weather emergencies is the education sector, not just K through 12, but higher education as well, and that's for a few reasons. One is that when there are winter storm warnings and watches put in place, or if a local government agency declares a winter weather emergency, local education institutions are some of the first to shut down. Secondly, while in other sectors, a lot of times you can pick up extra hours if you've missed hours. For example, if you work in retail and you can't work on Monday, you may go ask your boss to work an extra shift the next week. However, in education, a lot of times there are no opportunities to add shifts, particularly in higher education, where there is generally a very finite end to the semester. And as we all know, especially in this current economy, even one day of pay being missed can lead to catastrophic consequences at home in terms of taking care of yourself and your family. And unfortunately, last winter led to such a situation happening in Illinois where public institutions had to shut down for various days because of bad winter weather. And a constituent of Senator Doris Turner came to her and told her that she had gone without pay from her local university because they had been closed for a day. To combat that, Doris Turner wrote Senate Bill 331. Senate Bill 331 requires that any board of trustees in the state of Illinois, whether that be a public university or a community college, must pay all of their staff and employees the same pay and benefits as if they had worked on that winter emergency day if there's a winter emergency declared by a local or state governmental agency. The law was signed last legislative session and has gone into effect as of the start of this calendar year. This means that employees of public universities and community colleges now don't have to worry about potentially having a financial crisis at home just because of a winter emergency that they have no control over. This is what good legislating looks like. Talking to your constituents, finding the problems that are in your community, and writing legislation to fix them. And not just fix them, but give a clear solution. And this is today's Hope Report. I make a few of these videos every week, and my goal is to actually start making one a day aside from Sundays. And today's story was a minor piece of legislation in the grand scheme of things, what we're seeing nationally. But the truth is that we are in a very, very difficult time as a nation. And I think it's important to try to infuse hope anywhere that we can. Whether that's reporting on a massive executive order that got stopped by a court, or talking about a great bill that got passed that's only going to affect a small amount of people. Anywhere that we can find momentum, I want to report on it. If you like this kind of content, I would love if you would subscribe and like the video. Most of the content you're going to see on here is Hope Report videos, although I am going to be putting out a few longer form videos that are more educational about things going on in the Trump administration later on this week, so stay tuned for that. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, depending on when you're seeing this, and do something today that's going to infuse some hope into your life.